to legend. Last week, we caught up with Bash World in the city.
And now the starting lineup for Washington. At point, number 9, Natasha Cloud. Starting at small forward, number 33, Alicia Clark. Starting at the other guard, number 7, Ariel Atkins. Starting at center, number 31, Tina Charles. The other forward position, number 11, Elena Deladon. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Washington starters.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
And tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they go up against the Washington Mystics.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Ryan Benefiteni, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. Well, tonight should have some extra emotion. Big-time rivals going at it here. So what's the temperature like courtside, Brian?
It is hot. The players were all fired up in warm-up. A little extra pep in their step.
Well, just being around town today, the entire city talking about this one. They want to win bad. The fans are hungry. Always fun to stick it to your rival.
Now here's Cloud, and a foul called on Vandersloot.
First person
That is
foul,
her first
team
foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's Cloud, Vandersloot defending.
Here's Clark.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
A respected distance shooter. Clark's impact to her team can be felt from all over the court.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Outside quickly. Pass to Dolson. From 13. That shot off. And Washington will go the other way with it. Here's Cloud. Atkins. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
Well, to average almost 5 assists a game, you have to find open players. Cloud is phenomenal at that. And Alicia Clark, the veteran forward, this time due to a foot injury. But it is so great to see her back out there on the floor.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Offensive board.
Tipped away.
Ball
And
is
that's out of bounds. Chicago
Ball
will
goes to
retain
Chicago.
possession. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Chicago again missing.
And for Clark, a two-time champion, you gotta love the experience she brings to the table.
Yeah, she's a great presence to have on the floor, and she's one of the better two-way wings in the game. She doesn't have any true weaknesses. She makes any team better.
Here's Parker to stop the run. Rebounded by the Mystics.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Clark outside. Right side Charles. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
It has taken them no time
Chicago
to build this
timeout
lead up.
call.
Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Vandersloot. Dolson guarded by Charles. And it's Dolson missing. Now here's Cloud. She's guarded closely. Della Don. And there's a whistle. That goes on Diamond the Shields. That's her first foul.
And the next foul will put them in the bonus.
And you know they'll be trying to draw that next one quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the line and get some easy buckets.
Now here is Atkins. Just 5 to shoot. The 10-footer.
You know, despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
No doubt. I mean, look, they're scoring with confidence. And when you can score with confidence, that really helps set the tone. They're making them count in the early going.
Well, the former MVP, Tia Charles, still a force whenever she's on the floor. One of the best double-double threats in the history of the league.
Now here's Endor.
Tries to snap the cold streak.
Austin
And she
Endor.
lays it in.
Well, perhaps the best passing big we've ever seen in the WNBA. Parker has incredible court vision and anticipation.
Outside Quigley from deep. She can't hit that time. And it's the Mystics taking it the other way.
And with Charles, the 2012 MVP, as you mentioned, she can really control a game on the glass.
And she's one of the most reliable bigs in the league. She shows up every game, is rarely injured, and always gives great production. The numbers she's put up over her career are incredible.
Vandersloot right side. On the wing, Allie Quigley. Off target from the baseline.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. Chicago again missing. And Washington has possession. Mitchell outside. Uncovered. Good. She hits the jumper.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Ladon outside. Left side Atkins. Off the mark there with the three.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Parker's shot's good.
Even for a player like Quigley, who is known for her ability to score, you have someone that open, you can't miss her.
Mitchell with it. Back to Atkins. Stolen by Endor. Fast break Chicago. And the Mystics on the break. And it's good. 2 points.
A regular member of the all-defensive team, Charles D leads to the hoop.
Here's Endor. Pass to Quigley. Over Atkins. Knocks down the 10-footer. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Mystics on top, up by 15.
Get ready for the Dip Squad!
And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Mystics really take control here.
Not too much trouble for them in the rebounding department as they really dominate the glass.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle down low and really limited second chances.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely on the other side, really not much resistance put up. You can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
On offense, here the Sky.
And still plenty of basketball to be played. But Brian, is it too early to tell who the championship level teams are?
Maybe, but I think the title teams, they're consistent throughout the season. So getting out of the gates fast really helps.
Well, I'm going to disagree a little here. Yeah, that might be shocking to you, Brian. But there could be a blockbuster trade out there, a major injury. So we just don't know what teams will look like come playoff time. I just think it's too early to tell.
Pass to Cloud. And here's Walker Kimbrough. Now here's Clark. 5 on the clock. Shot from 12, and the shot is good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes a traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Here's Copper. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, in the 2020 bubble, Kahleah Copper became one of the league's most improved players, averaging 15 points per game, which was more than double her previous career high.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Dolson. Back to Vandersloot. Ooh, no luck on that one. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud.
And for Copper, that production carried over to the 2021 season as she was named to her first WNBA All-Star team.
Well, pretty incredible to have that jump in production. It's just really not something you see happen too often in a player's 6th season in the league. But it's just great to see Copper thrive individually and as a teammate and continue to grow her game.
Walker Kimbrough misses. To Shields. She's covered by Cloud. Here's Ebert. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Walker Kimbrough with it. Now guarded by Copper.
Takes a step back, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Copper. That's her first foul. Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
So both teams making some changes here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mitchell up top.
Back to Hines Allen.
Pass to Deladon. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
A hard-earned bucket. bucket. It's so refreshing to see a player like Deladon who never gives up on a play. She just plays with so much fire and passion.
Inside, here's Hebert. A rebound by Deladon.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
Walker Kimbrough misses. They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
Stevens. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
I admire how Stevens relentlessly crashes the boards. It's pretty special for a young player.
Pass to Hines Allen. Here's Deladon. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded by Stevens. Goes up at the elbow. That one rolling around and rims out.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Hebert. Down low. Hines Allen pulls it in. Elena Deladon on the wing. Hits it from three-point range.
So clean, so focused, so efficient. Elena Deladon off a pass is almost automatic.
Hebert outside. Copper, covered by Hines Allen. Copper no good.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Mitchell. Basket good.
Just fearless. Mitchell might see players a foot taller in the paint, but she still finds ways to score.
On the wing, Allie Quigley. Shoots. That's short off the rim. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Mystics on top, running away with this one. And we'll return shortly. Welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. What can you say? Elena Deladon, an impressive effort here today.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Goes back up. Cloud can't get it to go. Cloud with the steal. Kicks it out to Deladon. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
More than capable of spacing the floor with her shooting. Deladon, a dangerous threat from downtown.
When you talk about Natasha Cloud, she's just a fantastic role player. Someone that scores, rebounds, passes, and defends. She does exactly what is asked of her, and more.
Now here's Cloud, covered by DeShields. Cloud can't get it to go. And so it's Chicago with it. Here's Quigley. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins.
And what I like about Cloud is she doesn't care if she's starting or coming off the bench. She's a total team player.
And certainly a leader in the locker room. Her wealth of experience is something young players respect and the coaching staff loves as well.
Outside, Parker. Quigley, back to Parker. Diamond DeShields from outside. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Clark, right side. Atkins cans it from downtown.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Parker, Deladon covering. wing, Allie Quigley. And the Sky get it back. Can they get it? Unable to get that one to go.
She's gotten cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
And it's the Sky ball. They're scoreless since the first half. To the inside. Stolen by Tina Charles. And pushing it up, here's Washington. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
First team foul.
Look, I'm a fan of Clark's willingness to absorb contact. The best part is she's not a bad free throw shooter either.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And she makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. That's also good, so she hits them both.
17th pick in the 2010 WNBA draft. Clark has carved out a nice career for herself. I like her game.
Copper, defended by Atkins. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. Pushing it up. Clark. That drops and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Quigley. Chicago again missing.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
Now here's Plaisance, defended by Endor. Mitchell up top, down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Clark, tight defense on her. Rebound Chicago. Copper left side. And the foul called on Atkins.
Ariel Atkins.
That's her first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for Chicago.
Pass to Endor. On the wing, Diamond to Shields. Pass to Endor, high post. Hebert outside. Shot clock at 5. Diamond to Shields from outside. Chicago again missing.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Pass to Plaisance. Rebounded by Copper. To Shields with it. Trying to get back on track. Good D by Maisha Hines-Allen.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
To the paint. Plaisance. She's covered by Copper.
Sky
And
foul.
Hebert gets the whistle that time. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul. In for the Sky, Dana Evans.
Hines-Allen up top. Hebert defending. Plaisance the screen. To the wing, right side. And another miss by Washington. Pass to Endor. And here's Evans. Offline from top of the key jumper. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Mystics on top, delivering the blowout. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
What a terrific, unselfish play. Could have tried to take it herself, but chose to set up her teammate. And what a setup it was.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, she's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see her orchestrating for her teammates instead.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Left side, Stevens. Pass to Brown. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Personal foul, team's first.
Awesome focus from Lexi Brown, feeling the contact, still gets the bucket.
And the Sky making a change here.
And for WNBA front offices, perhaps the biggest challenge is navigating the cap. That certainly affects team building.
Yeah, and there's an extra emphasis on developing talent, developing draft picks. Rookie contract scale is so much lower, so a good player still on their first deal, they can have incredible value in this cap system.
And the cap forces you to make tough decisions. We've seen some top role players traded over the last couple off seasons because teams just didn't have enough room for them and their stars.
Off on that one, so she goes 1 for 2 at the line. Ebert outside. Rob. Zealous with the ball. Now Brown defending. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sky.
The ball goes to Chicago.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Chicago with it. Outside, Stevens. Stolen by Deladon. And there's the call on Quigley. That's foul number 2 for her.
That's a frustration foul right there.
And that's not her best moment. Obviously, no one on their team is happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking it out on your opponent.
And Washington has possession. Back to Zealous. Charles. Good, and the assist goes to Shavonte Zealous.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
The shot by Stevens, no good. And Washington has possession. Tries from 10. Pass to Weiss. Cloud. Here's Deladon. She's guarded by Stevens. Deladon, shot's good.
This is just what Deladon does. Makes buckets. When she's rolling, almost impossible to stop her.
Now Brown. Now Evans. Stevens. Deladon covering. And there's the foul. It's on Elena Deladon. That's her first foul.
As one of the first leagues to return to play in 2020, the WNBA had incredible success in the Wubble. How important is that?
Massive. It started with a big increase in ratings and interest in the draft, and it ended with a big bump in finals viewership. With mostly everyone stuck inside, the WNBA provided a great outlet for fans.
And I think the important part of that, the league gained tons of new fans. The goal is to continue to grow the game, and I think that 2020 season certainly did that. He has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made game.
Charles. Soft touch off the glass.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Outside Atkins. Free throw line jumper. That falls. That time for Tina Charles.
With the passion and commitment for the whole game and not just a part of it, Atkins has enhanced a complete skill set.
Here's Dolson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
So talented. She can make plays like that in her sleep, guys.
The Mystics on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And she makes that one.
More points for Charles. Watch out when she gets going. She won the 2016 scoring title, scoring over 21 per game for the Liberty.
Well, a careless foul, and she'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And it's one of the biggest questions in WNBA circles. When are we going to see expansion?
I think we will soon. There are significantly more than 144 great women's basketball players in the world. And talent-wise, this league can more than handle a couple more teams.
Oh, from a business perspective, there are untapped major markets in the United States, in Canada, maybe other places around North America. Some opportunities to engage new fans. To me, it's a win-win for the league. And Ryan, I think it's coming soon.
Averaging over 14 points per game in her first season in the WNBA, DeShields entered the league with a bang.
To the middle. Here's Stevens. That one doesn't drop. And Washington will go the other way with it. Here's Clark. Count that one.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's gonna get.
It just keeps increasing.
Down low. Here's Stevens. Chicago again missing. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And the shot goes in.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Pass to DeShields. Vandersloot. That three off the mark. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Defended by Endor. And here we go, the sky fast break. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ariel Atkins.
Astu Endure, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And she's good on the second.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Blazons. The shake. And again, it's Washington converting.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Here's Endor. Blazons pulls it in. Now Walker Kimbrough. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Copper.
Kalea.
That's foul number 2 for
Second
her.
personal foul. 3rd team foul. In for the Sky, Allie Quigley.
So it's the Mystics winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game.